Girl, he never gave me no damn earrings. He probably gave those to Jennifer.
So it looks like Jennifer Hudson is sick and tired of Tiffany Haddish spreading the narrative that they're both in a love triangle with Common, and Jennifer is determined to put Tiffany in her place. It has been years since Common dumped Tiffany like a hot potato, but it looks like Tiffany is still hung up on Common since then. Well, Jennifer is now putting an end to the BS that Tiffany has been spreading, and she is slamming Tiffany and telling her to stop talking about her relationship, or else you'll need to hold on to your edges and get on this drama because things are about to get messy.
I'm in a relationship that is one of the most beautiful people I ever met in life. And she's smart, she loves God, she has something real down to earth about her. She's talented, but I set my standard kind of high because she had to have an EGOT. She had to win an Oscar on her first movie. I set my standard high. She had to get her own talk show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it looks like Jennifer Hudson is getting sick and tired of Tiffany Haddish trying to hook up with her man Common, and she is not trying to put Tiffany in her place, calling Tiffany out and telling her to keep her nose out of Common and Jennifer's relationship, or else, according to reports, Jennifer genuinely believes that she has a good thing going on with Common, and she is determined to protect her relationship at all costs, especially against an ex who is still obsessed with him and is trying to ruin his relationship with Jennifer. And that ex is none other than Tiffany Had. If you're wondering why Jennifer seems so protective of her relationship with Common, it's because she has had more than her fair share of bad relationships in the past, so she is more than willing to fight for this one relationship that seems to be going well. I'm not trying to be shady toward Jennifer or be disrespectful toward her or anything like that, because she is a legend in her own right, and one of a few people in history to have won a Grammy, Emmy, Oscar, and Tony, so disrespecting her would be weird. But at the same time, we have to admit that her love life has been nothing short of chaotic and kind of messy, and she hasn't exactly been lucky when it come to relationships. Even though she tried to do the right things in relationships, her first relationship was with a man named James Payton in 1999 when she was 18, and the relationship lasted for 8 years. They broke up in 2007 when she was 26, and it's kind of impressive that she stayed in a relationship for that long. She was new in the industry, and also kind of young, so the fact that she managed to hold on to a relationship for 8 years is no small feat, cause y'all know how these celebs in Hollywood be breaking up every few business days. While she chose to keep the details of the breakup private, she did admit that it had something to do with how hectic her life was. She said, "It was my choice to break up, definitely. But it was nothing new or foreign, like nothing out of the blue, like he didn't know what was going on. It had nothing to do with my fame at all. It was not an issue pertaining to that." She went on to hint that Piton had an issue with her work, saying it is difficult with this type of lifestyle, and being a strong woman, and being in any type of relationship, which I've eventually come to learn when dealing with people or Moss at Tim's have issues when they are with a successful woman, or even it's weird. And I mean that in general across the board. It's something I've noticed in a lot of situations when it comes to successful women or strong women. However, she admitted that they kept in touch and were on friendly terms when we broke up. "It wasn't the fame I don't want. To put his business out there, it ain't my place to tell." And maybe that's a part of the private side to Jennifer. But I just like to give people their respect, to be honest, and he's kind of like family to this day. And I'm not going to put him on blast. I'm not going to do him like that. It didn't take long for her to move on, and within a couple of months she had a new man in her life. And the relationship moved fast. She and Piton broke up in late 2007, and by early 2008, she already had a new man, WWE wrestler David Otunga. They first met when he worked on the reality TV show I Love New York. Too well, they didn't exactly meet on the show per se. David being on the show gave him the opportunity to meet a lot of people in Hollywood, and one of his new friends decided to introduce him to Jennifer because he thought that they would be a great match. Well, the friend was right, because Jennifer and David immediately took to each other. They started dating sometime in 2007, but the relationship moved very fast. He proposed to her less than a year later on her 27th birthday. This was in September 2008. And they were the perfect couple, or so we thought. Unfortunately, Jennifer's brother and nephew were killed by her brother-in-law a couple of weeks after Jennifer got engaged, and she had to lean on David for support. Luckily for her, he was more than willing to offer her the support that she needed. He was a very thoughtful partner and would even plan trips for them together so that she could take her mind off the horrible situation and start to heal. Jennifer got pregnant later that year, and in 2009, she gave birth to their son David Jr., and they had their perfect little family. By 2010, they had been engaged for more than 2 years, and people had started wondering when exactly they were going to get married. Insiders revealed that they had planned to get married in 2010. But they decided to delay the wedding even more, and then they waited 2 more years. By 2012, the rumors had grown so strong that David had to come out to claim that they had already chosen a wedding date. But they were keeping it private. Jennifer even claimed that she had picked out a dress that was going to be a showstopper. They both claimed that the reason they delayed the wedding so much was that they were waiting for justice for the murder of janitor's mom, brother, and nephew. They said that was something that was hanging over our heads for so long. And now we feel like we can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Everything is good now. But by 2014 there was still no word about their wedding, and at this point it was kind of clear that things had gone downhill between them. David was absent at some pretty big moments in Jennifer's life and career. It was kind of clear at this point that there was something wrong with their relationship, but they kept denying it. They kept up the charade until 2017 when they couldn't pretend anymore and they announced that they had broken up. Honestly, we should have seen this coming for a while, because Jennifer had said some things about their relationship that kind of sent red flags waving. In an interview, she talked about how he hated the fact that she had lost weight and was putting more effort into her appearance. Jennifer visited the Jay Leno show, where she was asked, "What does your fiancé think? Does he like the new spelt U?" Jennifer responded, "He's getting adjusted to it. He's not really into change that much, so he fusses at me like, why do you have to get all dressed up to go out? And why can't you just go out like you used to?" And I'm like, I'm a walking billboard now, honey. Yeah, that was weird. But at first it looked like the breakup had been mall and they had simply outgrown each other, or their very busy schedules had some between them, just like it did with Jennifer's first relationship. However, it didn't take long for us to find out that there was a lot of beef and drama in the breakup, because they both got involved in a very long and very messy legal battle that involved allegations of dev and custody over their son David Jr. Jennifer claimed that David had been treating her badly toward the end of their relationship, saying that he showcased increasingly aggressive, threatening, and harassing behavior toward her and their son as their relationship broke down, and accused him of mental and physical abuse. She also accused him of being overly and irrationally jealous, and he accused her of cheating on him with multiple men and would use their son to try to spy on her. She spoke about a time when she had their son with her in a recording studio, and he asked the boy to make a video of Jennifer in the studio and send the footage to him because he believed she was dating one of her producers. Jennifer also stated that David allegedly told the boy, "Don't let your mom's boyfriend effing touch you." She claimed that he then went on to send her some threatening messages that got her so scared that she immediately called security because she was scared that he would show up at the studio and hurt her. But luckily he didn't. However, she claimed that he was waiting for her when she got home, and he ultimately confronted her at their home, where he allegedly grabbed their son by the arm and took him upstairs to the master bedroom, then roughly pushed her with one hand out of the room while holding the boy's other hand. However, David had something else entirely to say about this situation and claimed that things did not happen the way Jennifer told it, and she stretched the truth to make herself look better and get pity from the court and the public. In a statement to TMZ, his lawyer said that he denies each and every allegation Hudson has made against him, and that at no time did Mr. Otunga physically push Hudson as she has alleged. He claimed that the reason he was so upset with Jennifer was that she was acting irresponsibly with their son. According to him, Jennifer thought that it was appropriate to have their son at a recording studio until 12:30 am. On a school night, he claimed that his only concern that evening was putting the child to bed so that he could be well rested for school, and that was the real reason that he had gotten so upset with Jennifer, and it had nothing to do with him being possessive or jealous. But that was not the only instance where she claimed that he treated her badly, because she also spoke about this wild instance when allegedly left a firearm on their kitchen table to mess with her head as a weird sort of mind control. This was twisted on so many levels, because as I mentioned earlier, her mom, brother, and nephew were all unalived on the same day with a gun, so it goes without saying that she for sure carries some trauma when it comes to guns. So for him to leave a gun lying around to mess with her truth is just plain devious. However, David's lawyers denied these allegations, claiming that he didn't own a firearm, and that the gun in question was just a prop that he used for an audition, just as he told her it was at the time she sighed in their house. Jennifer didn't buy that it was an honest mistake, and she claimed that he used the fake gun as a silent intimidation tactic to get into her head, while David denied the DV allegations, and his lawyers released a statement saying Mr. Otunga has never abused or harassed Miss Hudson or their son, and it is unfortunate, especially in today's climate, that she would feel the need to make these false allegations against him. Mr. Otunga looks forward to his day in court, and in being awarded the residential care of the party's only child. He also claimed that the reason that Jennifer was telling all those stories was that she was trying to get pity and paint him as an unfit parent.